Hey Blue Jays, it's time for another episode of Blue Jay Journal TV.
On today's episode, our reporters bring us a story about the new baseball and softball complex. We will look into how the WHS Winter Guard season is going, learn all about district curriculum initiatives, and about our state medaling wrestlers.
We have all those stories and more on this episode of Blue Jay Journal TV.
GSA meets April 12th and 26th after school in Miss Flynn's room.
If you are interested in being on the Junior Wings Board, scan the QR code for more information.
Senior Awards Night will be on April 27th at 7 p.m. in the CJB. Seniors will be receiving an email with a Google form from the counseling office. They will need to complete the form to let the office know what scholarships and awards they have received. This gives the school a chance to recognize the hard work and effort that our students have done in high school at Awards Night.
Interact meets April 5th and 19th in Miss Flynn's room.
Tickets are now on sale for the spring play A Piece of My Heart. The play will run from April 13th and 15th at 7 p.m. in the C.J. Berger Fine Arts Center. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased online at whstheaterguild.seatyourself.biz.
Sign up for the PLTW Blood Drive on Friday, April 14th. For forms and sign-up information, go to Miss Williams' room in room 2315.
The School District of Washington recently completed the new softball and baseball complex, which is located at the old South Point Elementary building. Our reporters took a look at what this means for both teams.
Getting a new baseball and softball complex has been a top priority for many years.
It took a long time. It was the biggest thing, I guess, because for years it's kind of been the biggest discussion point on like, how could we possibly get our own facility?
The school board, Mr. Deco, and of course Byrne Construction, they knew to do top-notch facilities, and so having that, I know the kids are really pumped to have something they can call their own.
We have multiple batting cages out there. We have multiple mounds for kids to work off. So for the coaches and for the kids, there's just more versatility in what they can do at an actual practice from day to day, and it actually allows the baseball team to be outside a lot more in the spring than they would have ever been.
It's just going to give us an opportunity to play and practice many more times than we had before, and it's just great to have our own home place to call home.
I am super excited about the new fields. I think that, personally, I think that it's a really cool design, so I'm just stoked about it, to be honest.
It's super nice because you can kind of take pride in the field, and we have a super nice field, so when other schools come, they're going to be kind of impressed, I think.
The new complex will improve commuting to practices and games.
So having the fields over at South Point will improve our commuting status, because last year we went to Dutso for practices, so having one place to go for all our kids is a really great opportunity and an amazing accomplishment.
I know it was a big problem last year with baseball, having to go to Dutso to use that facility. And of course there's restrictions when you use somebody else's facility. There's certain things you can't do, or you have to be off the field at a certain time, so you can only practice or play games on certain days. But now it's ours. We can kind of make our own schedule. We can play on it when we want to. We can take care of it. We can add things to it.
It would have been great if it would have been on campus, but just something that's our own for our kids, for our softball and baseball players, instead of not really having a quote-unquote home field.
Having our own place gives you a lot of pride, and with this pride, having it being turf and being both fields turf, it just gives the sense of pride, of Blue Jay pride, having our own space, our own ability to host tournaments, and the kids and parents and families, and even past families and players that have played can take some pride of having a facility that is a Blue Jay facility that is the school district's and just ours.
The pride in your school and your community, I think, really builds, and when you have a place to call your own, I think it's somewhere that Blue Jays from now and alumni will have a place that is theirs, and they look forward to many years of playing baseball and softball there.
From Blue Jay Journal TV, this is Presley Kaiser reporting.
The Washington High School's Winter Guard season is underway. Molly Bauer brings us a story about how their season is going.
Although marching band has ended, the WHS Winter Guard has been hard at work.
It's called Primal Instinct. It's kind of like animalistic, and you tap into kind of the animal part of your brain, so it's a little more out there.
It's kind of like color guard with the band, but it's just us on the floor, and we just perform to music playing over a speaker.
It's a lot of body movement and dance stuff, but as well as equipment like flag and rifle.
This season, the Winter Guard has risen to the top.
We got second place our first two competitions in our caption, and we got first place just in our last competition, which is really cool.
With it being my first year doing winter guard, it felt really good, and like with all the other people in guard, it felt really good to win first, because then I know like I am pushing myself to like get up to the standards that everyone else, because everyone else has been spinning for much longer than I have.
Getting to the top came with hard work and determination from the group.
We changed a lot of stuff about the show and like just like different things, and I was kind of scared going into it because we changed a lot and I was not sure how we were going to do, but we pulled it off and we had a really good run. So
I have had to push myself a lot harder, I feel, than some of the other people, because it is my first time spinning, so it was difficult, but I feel like I'm definitely getting up there.
For the guard members, this activity is much more than just spinning a flag or rifle.
Building relationships with the other people on the team, like they are such fun people, and getting to compete with them is such a blessing and like an honor.
I think it's just like something just totally different. There's nothing really else out there like it. It's a combination of just like dance, like you get to throw things in the air and catch it. It's really cool, and just I think can be dynamic, and just you get to perform all these different characters, and it's really cool.
Rebecca talks about the group's goals as they finish out their season.
Honestly, for me personally, like just have fun, and I think that's a lot of the girls' goals, is just to like have fun with it and maybe get first place again.
For Blue Jay Journal TV, this is Molly Bauer reporting.
Juniors, if you are interested in being a senior class officer next year, pick up an application in room 2319 or room 1405. Applications are due April 14th.
If you are interested in purchasing a yearbook, there is $60. You can order online or bring cash or check to Miss Robertson's room, 1310.
The senior prom is on May 6th at the venue at Wildflower Ridge in Marthasville. Tickets are on sale from April 3rd to 21st before or after school in room 1327 or in the West Wing office. A guest form must be completed for any guests that do not attend Washington High School. Tickets are $65.
Spanish Club is meeting to celebrate Easter on April 3rd in room 1502 at 3:30 p.m. They will be making confetti-filled eggs to hide, find, and break over people's heads gently for good luck. Bring snacks to share. All are welcome.
Can you guys please stop it? I'm actually trying to read.
My music's not even that loud.
I'm just bored.
Hey, what's up, Liz? Long time no see.
I know, right? Are you guys actually on the phone right now? You're not even supposed to be talking in this class.
Do you have plans this weekend? Do you want to hang out? Are you going to the game?
Yeah, are you going to the game tonight?
You guys are being really distracting right now. I'm trying to work.
Yeah, but are you?
Make sure to respect others and limit distractions in the classroom.
We often hear the word curriculum, but do we actually know what it is? Our reporters look at how the School District of Washington creates and approves curriculum for teachers and students.
Curriculum is a living, breathing thing, and we are constantly evaluating and revamping it all the time to make it the best that we can make it.
Curriculum is the driving force in education and ensures that students can achieve learning standards set in place by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education.
Curriculum design starts with creating this framework. So you have a team that creates this framework for the curriculum. Curriculum is really like, what are we going to be teaching our kids and how are we going to be teaching it?
Whenever courses are brought that teachers want to teach, mainly at the high school level, they bring them to the high school administration for a full review, and then they send them over to my office and we review to make sure it would align with graduation requirements.
As far as how it differs from secondary and elementary focus, elementary is really focusing on fundamental basic skills. So teaching kids how to read, teaching kids how to do simple math tasks. So basics. When we get to the secondary level, that becomes more complex. And so we really just want to build on those foundational skills, and we want to try to teach them more critical thinking and higher order thinking skills.
Curriculum is woven into the fabric of education. In the School District of Washington, there is a variety of classes students can take to assure a well-built foundation in education.
I think there's a good variety of classes that are offered here. I feel like You have classes for more advanced students and then also for students that may struggle, and you get to explore your career path. My favorite class would probably be either the marketing class or the CAPS Global Business at Four Rivers, because it gives students opportunity to go in the path they want, and mine is business.
History class, because it's just like engaging to like just learn in that class.
In the Washington School District, student success is a top priority that doesn't only extend in the classroom, but life after graduation.
I think one of the most rewarding pieces of it is seeing students be successful and prepared for life beyond high school, whatever that means, and offering students a variety of choice. I think that is very important, and I think that is something the School District of Washington does very well.
It's content knowledge we want kids to know. We want them to know about specifics, but we also want them to have skills. So we want them to be able to think critically. We want them to be able to think logically, to evaluate.
The role of an educator is to see a student grow and develop. With a wide range of classes, the School District of Washington is setting their students up for success.
Really like to see each student excel and take off in their own interest and way. It's just super exciting to see all the great work going on here and all the successes of our students throughout this community.
For Blue Jay Journal TV, this is Matthew Freitag reporting.
The Washington wrestling team competed at the state level in February, and their determination brought home many medals. Brooke Holtmeyer has the story.
Washington High School recently sent the wrestlers to state and brought back many medalists.
All our team as individuals set goals, and we work towards those, and it all comes down to February, and I think they were ready in February, so we're happy with that.
At state this year, I got second, so compared to other years, that's pretty good. It was like really on the line because that's like my third state medal, and so being the only girl to get 3 state medals is a big accomplishment, and that's mainly what I was thinking about before I went out there.
After my finals match, I was just really like in shock. Like I didn't know it just happened, and it didn't actually feel like I won state. I just felt like it was another match, and I was like, oh wait, I had the title that came with it.
I took third, and I lost my first match in the round of 16, but then went on to win 5 in a row and take third.
I was excited, and I kind of was just ready to like see how I did this year compared to the other years, and then just kind of mindset being like, I've made it and done whatever I can to get here, so whatever happens, happens, and I'm gonna like give it my all.
The journey to state took a lot of hard work to make their trip successful.
I just like worked hard every day, every single day. I didn't take anything for granted. Every second I could get better, I did, and I committed all my days in the summer to it as well. Some improvements I've made since last year are probably mindset.
My coaches have just been helping me all season, and anytime I want to put in extra work, they're there to help me, and just knowing that I'm a good wrestler, so then I can believe in myself and just go out there and have fun.
Wrestlers are affected by the sport more than just the physical demand.
I feel like if I didn't have wrestling, I feel like I wouldn't have anything to work toward.
We love this sport. We do it because we love it. It drives us, and the coaches really give us a good mindset. They're very supportive in everything we do, and I think mainly one of the reasons why I have such high goals is because of the coach.
Just the sport reflects life better than anything, is that there's going to be tough times and there's good times, and those things turn around pretty quick, and that you just put your head down, you just do the best you can at all times.
If you want to wrestle, definitely wrestle. It's the best decision I have ever made in my life. And I say that with like a lot of confidence. Like wrestling is the best decision I have ever done, and I encourage anyone who's looking to do wrestling because it's amazing and we need girls.
From Blue Jay Journal TV, this is Brooke Holtmeyer reporting.
Thank you for watching our show.
For more news and views from our school and community, check out our website, www.bluejayjournal.com.
Have a great weekend, Blue Jays.